Halloween night, full moon, dare or double dare. Emma, Jack and Leo stood across from the old Weldon place, the most haunted house in town. "You chicken?" Jack smirked at Leo. Leo swallowed hard. He hated being called chicken. But this house, it was seriously creepy. Elm Street was like something out of a horror movie. Dead leaves swirled in the wind. A lone dog howled in the distance. The old houses leaned in toward each other like gossiping witches. "Come on, scaredy cats!" Jack started across the street. His sneakers echoed on the empty sidewalk. Emma and Leo exchanged nervous glances, then they followed. The house loomed over them, a dark and brooding monster. Its windows were like empty eyes, watching, waiting. The paint peeled from the walls like scabs. The porch sagged, ready to collapse. "Ready, guys?" Jack's voice was a little shaky now. No one answered. The front door creaked open on its own, as if inviting them inside, or maybe daring them to enter. A musty smell wafted out, like something old and dead. Emma felt a shiver crawl up her spine. "Hello?" Jack called out. His voice echoed in the stillness. Only silence answered him. Section 5, footsteps. They stepped inside. The floorboards groaned beneath their weight. Each step was like walking on thin ice. The air inside was heavy and cold. It pressed down on them, stealing their breath. Then they heard it. Footsteps, slow and heavy, coming from upstairs. Section 6, laughter. Emma's heart hammered in her chest. Who else was in the house? She strained to hear. A soft giggle echoed down the hallway, high-pitched, childlike, and very, very creepy. Jack's face was white as a sheet. Even he looked scared now. "This is messed up," he whispered. Section 7. Trapped! They turned to run, but the front door slammed shut. The sound boomed through the house. Jack rattled the doorknob. It wouldn't budge. They were locked in. "Help!" Emma pounded on the door. The giggling started again, closer this time. It seemed to be coming from everywhere at once. Section 8, the attic. Panic surged through them. They had to get out, but how? "The attic," Leo cried. "Maybe there's another way out." They raced up the creaking stairs. The attic was dark and dusty. Cobwebs hung from every corner. A single window offered a sliver of moonlight. Section 9, the photograph. A dusty old trunk sat in the corner. Leo flipped open the latches. Inside they found a photo album, bound in faded velvet. Emma carefully opened the cover. The first page showed a family. A man, a woman and a little girl, all dressed in old-fashioned clothing, and they all had the same chilling smiles, fixed and frozen like dolls. Section 10, forever young. Emma gasped. The family in the photo, they looked familiar. Too familiar. She turned the page. Another photo. The same family. But this time, there were two new faces in the picture. Two teenagers. A girl with long blonde hair and a boy with terrified blue eyes. Emma stared at the photo. It was her. And Leo. They were now part of the family portrait, trapped forever in the haunted house on Elm Street. The photo album clattered to the floor as a cold hand rested on Emma's shoulder, and the children in the photo smiled.